my glass of happiness. My name is Kansiime and it's yet a beautiful day. I woke up this morning. I didn't intend to record anything, but something pushed me. Guess what I am talking about today? Yesterday, I happened to be a trending hot topic. Actually, not yesterday. Even today, as we speak, I got like 36 links to a story that highlighted the fact that I paid my dowry. So recently, I'm doing a show with a friend of mine called Nana. It's called Anna Nana. It's also on this YouTube channel of mine. She also posts it on her YouTube channel, Nana Kaga. Please go. She's a new YouTuber, so she needs you to subscribe so she gets encouraged to keep talking. For those of you who've had her speak, you want her to continue speaking. She's a very interesting woman. When we sit together and we start talking, my God, the juices are up in the air. We speak so candidly. Hence, how I got myself in trouble. Recently, me and her and myself, okay, together, Anna and Nana, we were talking about wedding meetings. And because we are candid and we don't hold back, and when it's time to chat, usually I speak with no hold back, I ended up spilling something that I thought people would let go because of the greater good of what we were talking about, wedding meetings, which have frustrated people. You can watch the episode. It's also on this same channel. It's Wedding Meetings by Anna and Nana. Anyway, they chose to focus on the fact that I paid my bride price, and everyone has gone up in arms of what kind of loser, how desperate can someone be to pay their dowry. Fortunately or unfortunately, since I started doing these shows, Anna and Nana, My Glass of Happiness, Chronicles of Ubuntu, Don't Mess with Kansiime, Girl from Paro, taking back my right to speak my story, to own my truth, everything I say is held against me, which is okay, because then I have this same platform to come and explain. I am so glad that I'm in a position where it's okay for me to receive such attacks. It's okay for people to comment the things that they comment about me. It's okay for me to get such a kind of bashing because I've opened up and told people about some of the humiliating mistakes I made in my life, a time when I was not the best version of myself. It's okay because I can take it. But it worries me so much because I know of so many friends, women, people I know who are going through the same problem or even worse. You're about to pay your dowry out there at home. You're saying, let me just help him. If a man will not be a man and marry you all on by himself, then you're either marrying yourself, you're being desperate, you know, like me, you're marrying yourself. See, I can own it, but imagine you have sisters who can't own it, you have friends who can't own it, you have mothers who cannot own it, you cannot own it yourself. You who points and throws the first stone, you're in a relationship where you're not happy. You've done things that you regret, but you decide that the past is going to own you and continue following you in the future because you'd rather die than get out of the situation and then be deemed a loser, be deemed a desperate person. Me, I am happy. I'm so glad that I've been desperate, but I'm owning. That's the thing I keep talking about, sharing your deepest, darkest stories, because you never know who you're lifting. Today morning, I think I nearly got depressed. Then I said, first wait, Kansiime, if you're going to get depressed when you're not when you're not in it anymore, when you're in love with someone who loves and treasures you, you've moved on, you have so much work, so much is happening, and you're singing about Africa. I have so many beautiful things happening for me now. If I decide to be depressed because trolls on internet are saying, what, you paid your dowry? What? How desperate. No wonder you got to give it to him for that long for free. Instead of thinking like that, instead of focusing on that, today I decided to focus on the fact that I am glad I can give such a testimony and talk to someone who is stuck in a relationship where they know they are carrying 3/4 of the burden and they're not appreciated for it. You know, and these are lessons. It's not an attack on the men that have failed, on the women that have failed in relationships. No, sometimes you need closure. You need to realize that this is what happened so that you step out of it and have no baggage. My God, may you not die before you finish your business. May you not die unhappy, guys. I hope that anyone that sees me now, I am telling you, look at me. There's a time I was in a position where I was willing to pay my own dowry so I could get married. But look at me now. The things I've accomplished, who I am now, where I am, where my state of mind is right now, it's in an amazing place. It's all worth it. Sometimes telling your dark stories helps other people heal. There are people who look at me, and here's the thing, being a celebrity, or when people deem you famous or you're their idol, they tend to think you're an angel. They color your story. They forget that you've gone through things that they are going through, that you're as normal as they are. And some of these things, I think, make you lose faith in us. But no, it's a reality check. We are not small gods. We are human beings. We're actually testimonies, so that you see if I can still thrive and still find the energy to make other people happy and pass on happiness to them with all the things that I have gone through, and I can say them. And you see, when you say it out and the public knows it, it has no hold over you anymore. Right now I'm setting standards. Sky is worried because he knows I am not about to help him marry me if he wants to marry me, or the next boyfriend that comes. Anyone you set standards. Like right now, I have overcome the trouble of thinking in my heart that I might still be in that position where I might feel sorry for myself and be able to pay to be in someone else's life. So think, if you're a parent and you've watched this video, think the pressure you put your daughter under, and what she's willing to go through, and who she's willing to settle with, and what she's willing to hide herself in, the pain she's willing to hide herself in because she can't be judged. I think a true role model is someone who is willing to share their story, their real story, the hustles, the failures, the journey, the real journey when things did not work out. If anything, talk about when things did not work out more than when things worked out, so that you identify with as many people as possible who are struggling with the things that you're going through. So at the end of the day, I found myself happy that this story trended, that the fact that I at one point helped pay my dowry, helped myself get into a relationship that eventually did not work for me. I like that I was able to share that story, that people focused on the fact that I was a loser then. I was so desperate to get married, to be in someone's life, to force them. I could have forced them. You know, all those things. I'm glad that it is me, because I can take it. I can take the bashing. It's something that is okay because I can take it. But I feel sorry for my friends out there, my sisters, my ninjas, who cannot speak for themselves. That's why me, I will not keep quiet. I will talk, because look at me now. And when I say look at me now, I'm not showing off of, yo, I've made it. No. I'm in a better place. Trust me, I'm in a better place. And I encourage you, do not fear to share your stories, because you're going to be judged. Because you don't know what you think is an ugly story, who it will help. You know, let people learn from these things. Now when you're still here, may they not just give testimonies when you're no more, when you've died, and they're like, oh, she used to be such an amazing person. No, let them tell of your healing now. I might be famous, but I don't stop being human. I don't stop having stories to tell you. I'm now beginning to compete with the rain. I don't want you to complain about the sound. You know, these days I've decided to shoot with a crew, but when I have something itching, I say it there and then. So that's all I wanted to address. Before you start pointing fingers at people, learn something. Choose to learn something. Some of you watched that episode of Wedding Meetings and chose to just pick that, what? Unpaid her dowry. Okay, pick it as a lesson. Don't pick it as a point of judgment. I'm going to judge her weakness. No. Pick it as a point of learning something. Learn something, that it does not matter how desperate you've been in your past, you can get through it and thrive. Meanwhile, did you guys watch the East Africa's Got Talent, the first episode? It was amazing, and I know you like it. If you haven't, please go on YouTube. It's everywhere, and it has we are quickly growing. We have so many subscribers already. We have like 10,000 subscribers in less than 4 days, and that's brilliant. So have you watched that? Have you watched my video, my Africa? We love, you better believe it. I'm going to sing and sing and sing and do everything I want to do, because I choose to be limitless and unstoppable. Hey, if you're not banking with Standard Chartered, then I don't know what you're doing. You know, this is me. Just know, if you have anything to take up with me, just comment, and then we shall chat. Please subscribe. I love you guys. I love you. Thank you for watching. Mwah.